I don't really know how to start this video or what to say. Today, Kaylee Hottle, who will be best remembered as playing Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla Kong the New Empire, did pass away. She was 18 years old and unfortunately was the victim of a car accident in Maryland. As far as details at the moment go, as we understand, she was a passenger in the vehicle. There was 3 people in the vehicle. It crashed. Fortunately, it seems that the other 2 passengers at the moment are alive, and I think they're expected to recover. Unfortunately, Kaylee passed away, I believe, en route to the hospital. She was so young and she was so amazing. It's a tremendous loss. I was fortunate enough to...
We lost someone incredible this week. Kaylee Hottle, known to millions as Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, passed away at just 18 years old following a car accident in Maryland. She was a passenger in the vehicle. The other 2 people in the car are expected to recover. Kaylee did not survive her injuries. She was so young. And she had already given the world so much. For many fans, Kaylee's story began in a teaser trailer when a young deaf actress stepped into a giant monster movie and immediately stole the screen. Her performance as Gia became the emotional core of the film. She could make audiences cry one moment and laugh the next. Many who worked alongside her and who watched her work have said the same thing. She was the heart that held those films together.
To talk about my experience with Kaylee, obviously, as with many of you, I first learned of Kaylee through Godzilla vs. Kong in the teasers, when she made an incredible impression right away. And then she makes such a strong impression during the movie itself. She was capable of bringing me to tears and making me laugh so hard, and was the glue that binded that film and held it together, and in my opinion is really what makes that film work. I was not doing particularly well in 2021, and Godzilla vs. Kong was an incredible escape for me, and it was something I needed very desperately at the time when it came out, and Kaylee's a huge part of that. She is a huge part of why that film worked and why it resonated with me so much. I was fortunate enough to have the privilege of...
But Kaylee's impact went far beyond box office numbers. She opened the door for countless viewers into the world of ASL and deaf culture. She became a role model, especially for deaf children who dreamed of acting. Her message to them was simple and powerful: never let your deafness stop you.
She was so smart and so professional and so kind and caring and really fun to be around. She had a great sense of humor. She was an incredible athlete. She was incredibly patient and understanding. She was incredibly supportive and friendly, and obviously in GVK and GXK she's a great actress. She opened up my world and so many other people to the world of ASL and to the deaf community. She was an incredible role model. She really was a beacon to so many. One of her messages to the world was for young deaf children who want to be actors to never let your deafness stop you, and that you could do it. To talk about
Those who knew her personally described someone warm, funny, endlessly kind, and deeply talented, not just as an actress, but as an athlete, a friend, and a presence that made people feel instantly welcome. Fans who met her at conventions remember her taking the time to connect with everyone.
And had so much admiration for her work ethic, her professionalism, her sense of humor, her kindness, and that is all true. I met her on accident one night, bumped into her on the street before Anime Matsuri, and she was so warm. She was so inviting. She would take time to communicate with people on the streets. I then spent most of my time at Anime Matsuri 2021 with her family. Me, Kyle, and Dalton, we spent a lot of time with them. We got to know Kaylee's brothers very well and had a great time with them, and her sisters as well. Kaylee did amazing at her first panel. She was so brave to get up there. I know it was a bit of a scary circumstance, and she nailed it, and I'm just so impressed with her and how she handled herself, and she did great at that panel. And then over the course of that weekend, I spent a lot of time hanging out with the family, playing games, going to the LARP arena, playing Yu-Gi-Oh with her brother, and looking for Godzilla and Kong stuff and hanging out with her. And her kindness and her generosity extended to everybody. She loved meeting fans.
Colleagues remember her professionalism and her humor. Friends remember small, ordinary moments, a joke, a swim, a promise of friendship that became lasting memories. She hosted panels with confidence that grew each time. She lit up rooms even when she was nervous herself. And through it all, she carried her community with her, using her platform to make the world a little more accessible, a little more understanding, one performance and one conversation at a time. Now her family is left to grieve, and a community is left to reckon with just how much she gave in such a short life. Artist Matt Frank, who spent time with Kaylee at multiple conventions, has opened a limited-time print sale, with all proceeds going directly to her family. That link will be in the description. For anyone who wants to help, Kaylee Hottle's legacy will not end here.
I don't know what much else to say, but that I hope that they are all right. I hope they know that Kaylee's impact and her legacy will continue on forever. She will continue to inspire people inside and outside the deaf community. She will continue to open up that world to others. She will continue to be a beacon of hope for many children. She will continue to be a gateway into that world for many others. She will continue to be a gateway into the world of ASL and the deaf community for so many others. Her work will remain. Her spirit will remain. Her impact will remain, and the memories she has created for everybody around her will live on forever.
It lives on in every young deaf performer who now believes they can do this too. It lives on in everyone she made feel like a friend. Rest in peace, Kaylee. You were, and always will be, someone's friend too.